Shalom, this is Shara Basrala, our lives in camp. And first and foremost, like we're present honor and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue, Paleo Hebrew, Kal, Allah, La, Yahweh, Bashima Shai, Bashem, Habakaku, that's my mouth. Also, double to the elders and Apostle GMS, they're my smart as well, Harold Basrala, peace and blessing on third, and size history for elect. This lesson is going on about how wonderful the truth is to 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 the men of the Lord, the men and women, children of the Lord, and but of course it's wonderful to us, but they can't the heathens and two-thirds of people cannot perceive it, you know. So it's too wonderful for the wicked. So come on, man. Yeah, that was going on, and, basically, yeah. Simple as that. This is Psalms chapter 139, I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, and the point is in 6, Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thoughts afar off. So come, man. The Lord ultimately created us from the beginning. He he he, he knows when we're gonna be born, and he knows when we're gonna pass away ultimately, and he created every thought that we'll ever have. It's a pre-written story the Lord has did, and always his ways are high, He the Most High, Yahweh. Verse 3: Thou compassest my path and my laying down. So kind, uh, he he know what choice you finna make, or he know the decision you're gonna make. Us as men, you have a choice in what you do, but ultimately it is pre-written on what is done. That's a whole lesson, man. That's going on free will. People think we have free will, but ultimately, nah. Either you not in the truth or you is in the truth. That's honestly the only choice you have. You might think choice is I'm finna be a foreman, or I'm finna be a contractor. I'm finna be a NASCAR racer. Or I'm finna be an astronaut. Nah, it's not really that. It's either you finna worship Yahweh Shai, or you're not finna worship Yahweh Shai. If you don't worship Yahweh Shai, you're gonna perish in this upcoming destruction. The 200 million ICBMs, which is intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's in hit this place. That's in the scriptures, the Book of Revelation. So ultimately, if you don't turn back to the Lord, Yahweh Bashima Shai, you're gonna be, you know, destroyed. So you gotta turn back. Verse 4, it says verse 3, it says, Thou compassest my path and my laying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, Lord, thou knowest it altogether. So kind, hey man, the Lord is the Most High, man. It's Yahweh. He is this, man. He created the heavens and the earth. He created the whole universe. He created the oceans. And he created every word in your mouth. He created every leaf on the tree, and he can count them all. He created every follicle on your head, and he can count them all. Same as the sand of the sea, man. And so, his ways are higher than our ways, man. We are far from him. Of course, even the elect, we are his little ones. We're likened as a comely woman. That's what Israel is likened as, and then ultimately the elect or his little ones. And so that's what we are to the Lord right now. And we are his mouthpieces, and that's what we are here to do, and that's a blessing, and that's wonderful. But ultimately his ways are higher than our ways, and it's wonderful to know that he's too far, very far from us, man. So it says, verse 5, it says, Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thy hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain unto it. So come, man. Of course, the Lord has made time himself. He made the moon and the sun. He made gravity and what the act says. He made seasons. He made, these are intricate things that the Lord has made for this earth, and He's given His men, King Solomon, King David. This is King David talking right here. The knowledge of the scriptures and of the earth, and ultimately, the ways of the Lord is wonderful. Being in His truth is wonderful, but of course, to these heathens, this is going on. This is going on to two of our people. The two of our people that actually has what could have had a chance, but they're 2/3 and then 2/3. But for our people, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, speckled birds that ones that walk past, and they might have a twitching ear, they might look this way, and ultimately that's a chance to hop in, man. But to us it's wonderful for the men, women, and children that are sincere and sincerely believe in Yahweh Shemashai. It's a wonderful thing. It's a blessing. But to them, it's too wonderful for them. They can't perceive it. And honestly, it to them is dumb or it's stupid or it's not worth their time in this. But ultimately, it's too wonderful for them. The Lord set up for them not to have this blessing. They're 2/3. It was pre-written for them to be destroyed anyways. So, man. I might go back to it, but just later, I think verse 15 and verse just going on a perfect hatred. The Lord has perfect hatred for this place, man. Yahweh Shai does for the 2/3 people. And man, a perfect hatred for these heathens, and ultimately for two other people that's gonna be destroyed as well on this side. They're gonna come back just later down the line. But I'm gonna go ahead. This is John chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 3. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. So ultimately, the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, man. Verse 4, and in Him was life, and the life was the light of man. So come, man, the Lord breathed into Adam. That's how we got our breath. That's how we got not only the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. That's the breath that you gotta have now. Yeah, you gotta have the right fruits. You gotta have the breath. You got all the sinews. If you don't have the breath, then you just a vessel, a body. And that's what the Lord gave to His elect men. It's on the street corners, crying and sighing for this place to be destroyed. Babylon, Sodom, and Egypt. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men. It says, verse 5, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. So come, man, it's a simple cut on the dark beings, man, on the wicked. We not. I mean, the elect, the 1/3. We know what's going on here. We know this place is wicked. Esau is the hammer of the earth. America's hammer of the earth. And of course, to our people and the heathens, they might not care about it. Maybe the heathens, but to our people, they don't care about that. They care about, guns and gold. They care about money and clothes, and everything else. It's not going to lead to their salvation. They care about everything that's going to lead to the death, and it's going to keep compassing their way into darkness and not being compassed by the Most High, but be compassed by wickedness, by the devil, man. Ultimately, it's their lot. They're gonna be destroyed in that. But come, man, simple on that. The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. Man, these are the two other people. They NPCs. That's the point I'm trying to make. The NPCs, they don't even know that they don't even know. They don't know that they can very well be destroyed. They know if we tell them, but still, like, they hear it, they can't even perceive it. They can't understand it. Back to the lesson, man. It's too wonderful for them. This is Proverbs. I'm starting verse chapter 1, verse 1. The word verse 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and interpretation, the words of the wise uh, and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, kind of, man, ultimately the point is in 7. But ultimately, you know, to know wisdom in instruction, and to fear the and to fear the Lord, that's the beginning of knowledge, and have these this is a spiritual ability, to straight up understand, to listen. Our people, they might be able to listen to an escape plan or a heist or something like that, but that's just physical. They trying to get money and all of that stuff. But to you are wise. You're counted as wise if you hold your tongue, if you listen. You will increase your learning like that. And of course, being a man in here, you got to attain to wise counsel. You got to have somewhere where you get knowledge. My elder, Aharwan, his elders, you know, and so nonetheless, that's an ability to understand and have wisdom. It's a blessing to have. It's a very wonderful thing to have. Not only that, just going on, the point is that this earth and the throne of Yahweh, man, is very far apart, light years apart, and that's the link between our wisdom and His wisdom. The Lord only gave us wisdom get to get out of this place, to give us out, to give His man salvation, to have knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures. Just like with King Solomon, he know all about the scriptures. You're not gonna go to King Solomon and ask him what's 24 times 100. A whole bunch of that. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah, this and that. He can take it. I know about this though. The scriptures. The scriptures is what you need. You need Sophia. You need wisdom. You need this book. That's what you need. To these heathens, they care about everything else. It's too wonderful to like that. That's why in the Lord, you might be able to chop it up with them, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna want to lead you to this book right here, man. So kind of, I'm gonna read verse 7 one more time. It says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." So kind of, man, they and of course, to our people, these heathens, well, ultimately our people, they despise it subconsciously, and maybe not consciously now, but subconsciously. But it's too wonderful that they can't perceive it. The darkness in them won't let them, man. It's like a cancer, man. And this is Habakkuk chapter 1, start at verse 5. This is I can start at verse 4. It says, "Therefore the law is slack, and the judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth." It says, verse 5, "Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously." This Habakkuk, he's the only prophet. Both releases this can be for here today, because two of our people and these heathens, they don't believe this place is gonna be destroyed. You might tell Esau, yeah, buddy, or at least by yourself. If you tell a group of Edomites, they finna gonna say, yeah, I'm not today. It ain't gonna be today, but it will be someday. That's just the truth. But verse 5 says, "Behold you among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you." So come, man, this is going right back to the point, man. This is we telling the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds, they the true children of Israel, and that they the Most High chosen people. The Lord name is Yahweh. Only way you can be saved out here is through the truth. And we telling this place is gonna be destroyed. The dollar gonna lapse. This is everything that's happening in front of the whole world and the nations. The news that we see on a global scale, we give it to the people right in front of their face on the highways and byways. And if they hearken not, then that's on them. And they choose not to do it. But when it comes, when the day comes, they're gonna look foolish. They're gonna be like, well, yeah, they gonna be in travail, man. That's why the Lord gonna mock when they calamity come, because we the man told you his men on the street corners, man. The well, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it later, but come, man. You know, it's like this is First Corinthians chapter, it's like verse 1 and 25. But actually, I'm gonna get verse 25 first. Just going on the point that our ways are very far from the Most High ways, man. Because of the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than. Oh, my bad. First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25. Because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than man, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men. For I'm gonna just say that, man. It says because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than man, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than man. So come, man, that should give you uh, a perspective on the gap between Yahweh and us, man. We're his little ones, even the elect, the ones that have spiritual power, that's gonna be the least of them is gonna be stronger than David, man. And so, knowing that his little ones, that led men 144,000, those are his little ones. He sent them here to on the street corners, man, with sackcloth to prophesy his name for just like in the days of old, just like Yahweh did, just like Noah did, warning about something that's gonna happen, and to our people and these heathens, they're gonna be like this, this is a devil, and this is an adversary, this is a anti Mashiach, you know, he's against, and I don't know their notes would be, but they probably try to anoint Baal or something, but now the true anointed one is Yahweh Shai, man, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and man, the strongest person on earth, is just as foolish as the most or no, it's like the most strongest dude, the wisest dude on earth, man. They still below the Lord's weakest thing, the Lord's foolish thing. So it's simple like that. Verse 26 it says, "For see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble." So kind, man. Just going on. You have your prophets that well, I ain't gonna say prophets. You have your people that believe in the Israelites, and they kind of want to be they buff and burly, or they got all them jewels and everything. They might be rich and have guns and all that, stuff like that. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So ultimately, the Lord not calling the many a whole bunch of mighty men and nobles, and He not calling people that look like straight up warriors, straight out the textbook warriors. He's calling meek. He's calling them meek and humble uh, and just. Someone like Abraham. You know, so come, man. Someone like Job, he calling someone that's just and that's meek, and that's willing to follow instructions, ultimately instructions, and fear Yahweh Bashimashai, and instructions of Yahweh Bashimashai. In verse 26, going back to what I was saying on the last precept, man, the Lord sent us here for this reason, man, in sackcloth. It says verse 26, "For see your calling, brethren, how that," it's like it. Verse 27, "But Yahweh hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty." So come, man, we're the fools. We out there in sack clothes and sackcloth. People call it dresses, and you know uh, unshaven beards, untrimmed or unshaven beards or without tape ups. They got you got meechers on, you got garments on. People are like, why you got them bandanas? You got them dresses, and you don't got no tape up. So hey, Khan, that's that we are there to get people out of that spirit, despise that spirit. Shaving your beard, looking all clean. I can't really talk, but I'm just this and growing. But ultimately, yeah, it's shaving your face, looking all clean face, going to church thinking you saved, and really, uh, pastor probably sleeping with your wife or something like that. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of wickedness going on, and Jake just part of it, and don't even care. That's just what it is, man. It says, "And Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things of which are mighty." Man, you got the hammer of the earth, uh, Esau, man. And guess what? We're gonna overtake. We're gonna overtake him, man, just by this truth, by telling that this place gonna be destroyed. Reach one, each one. Reach one, each one, teach one, man. For each brother that we wake up, however small, if it's just one, just one view, just one, any brother, they can wake up more brothers, and boom, boom, sisters, children, brothers. Ultimately, we get closer and closer to getting out of here. That's how it works. You have to keep doing it. You got to keep, studying. You have to be sincere, study, pray, and get more in-depth in truth. Take the meat out of the bone. You still can do milk, and everything. So that's the thing that the Lord is giving the earth to the meat, and he's ultimately going to let his mouthpiece, which is his battle axe as well, and to let men, confound the wise and overtake the mighty, man. Esau, man. This is going to like signs of heavens, just like lightning or rainbows or whatever. The heathen will look at it. Oh, this is a sign. This this is a sign that it is rain, or it's a sign that it's finna rain. But it's not something to pray to or be scared of. It's there. For like something like the new moon. That's how you tell. The Sabbath for the sun and the days and hours. Or the seasons, the time of years and stuff. But this is Jeremiah 10 and verse 2. It says this. It says the Lord learn not the way of the heathen, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So two our people are in the same spirit as the heathen. They worship the sun and moon and stuff. They worship lightning and all types of foolishness, just like these heathen did. Like the first people did Ham or something. Ham on earth, or these Persians. Yeah. When we went when we went servitude the first time, man, this what you call it? Falling after foolishness, ultimately. And yeah, that's what Esau do. They like to follow the heathens. They in the same spirit now. They following Esau. They following Ham, or Moab, or anything they just made by lightning, worshiping lightning. Guess what? You finna see more than lightning in these coming days, and you definitely finna be dismayed by it, because you wanna be like a heathen. You wanna be a Gentile ultimately. You wanna be an Israelite that's lost. And even though you might see your brother on the internet or on the street corners, that's on you. The Lord looking at you with red eyes, angry. So ultimately, you want to turn back to the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah. And this is Job chapter 37. This is the physical and spiritual power that Yahweh made the earth. He controls everything, every single molecule and atom on this earth. And if you want to go to, I know that you got the nuclear fission, the nuclear bomb. So the Lord gave gave them Germans powers with atoms. Hey, it's right there, man. It says, verse 5, Yahweh thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doeth he, which we cannot comprehend. So come, man. The Lord controls everything on this earth, the wind, the snow, the lightning, and everything. And He controlled the times and the seasons, so everything on earth, down to the single atom. And his ways are simply just higher than our ways, and we cannot comprehend, we cannot attain to it. But we know that here we have a blessing that we do know. We do know the scriptures. That's something that the Lord did give to us, and that is very small to these heathens and 2/3 of our people, because they're uh they're worried about something else, you know. But even though it's very high to us, and it's so wonderful to them, it's so wonderful to us. It's too wonderful for them. They can't even perceive it. It's Isaiah chapter 55. So the verse 8 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So come, man. So it's like I said, the lesson is on on stuff that we can't attain. The Lord gave everything that He needed to give to us, which is the truth. In the scriptures, this book, 1611, got the apocrypha in it and everything. So the Lord gave us that. He gave us knowledge over this, parables, prophecy ultimately, and know stuff about the world and everything. Because we have that at our fingertips with the unicorn, with the internet, and ultimately, we are far away from Yahweh, Bashim Shai, and but ultimately He gave us a blessing, and that's wonderful, you know. But it's too wonderful for these heathen, to the people that can't perceive it, because it's too light for them, too bright. Just like a person with in a dark room with the room with lights covered. You wake them out, they sleep. They put the blanket over their head because they don't want it. They can't perceive it. It's not for them. They gonna choose to be wicked, or the Lord put them in their life for wickedness. It's just what it is. But ultimately, too wonderful for the wicked, man. It's truly too wonderful. But Khan, man, that was a lesson. Y'all was out. It was an edifying lesson with that. Shalom.